Hey y'all, coming back again to tell you that my sister almost went to jail. Last night we were on the phone talking, right? And she has two cell phone numbers, and so I was asking, I said, "Do you use the other number anymore?" And she said, "Yeah, I use it. I check it. I check it. I use it sometimes." And so she said that last night or this morning, it prompted her to go back and check the phone to see if she had any messages or whatever on it and all this stuff. And decided at that time, she said she turned the phone off and she said, let me turn it back on and then forward the calls to my main number, to her main number. And when she did, the phone rang, and it was this older lady, this older white lady that was calling, and well, she assumed it was a white lady. And you know how sometimes you try to discern whether or not the person's white or black on the phone by the sound and tone of their voice and the way they enunciate or whatever. Not saying that's right, but we all do it. So she was assuming the lady was white. The lady told her, I'm calling the police on you that you were sending me pornographic material from your phone number. I got a text message of a man's body, a naked man's body, and it disturbed me, and I'm calling the police on you. So my sister said she started telling the lady, look, lady, I don't even use this phone, and I didn't send you any pornographic material. Not from this phone, I did not. Not saying that she would have sent it from the other one, but she just didn't send it to her. And the lady said, "Oh, that just disturbed me." And so she went on and on and on and on with the lady. And the lady finally said she wasn't gonna call the police on her, but how much that disturbed her. And I was just like, she said, I tried to get the lady to send it back to me, to forward the picture to me so I could see what she was talking about. I say no telling what kind of doggone mess went on in that message or whatever. And so, she was like, girl, here I am about to go to jail right here before Christmas time. I don't have the bail. And I was like, and I don't have it either, because if you sending people nakedness and you go to jail, I'll just have to send you a Christmas plate or something. I mean, for real. And then the other thing that I wanted to tell y'all, so we went to the little hole in the wall to get something to eat today, and it was this couple in there. and had their two children with them. One was the oldest son looked like he probably was about 9 years old, and then they had the little chunky one. He had to have been probably 5. He looked like he was 7, whatever 7 looks like, but he looked like he was 7 because he's so chunky. You know what I'm saying? Cute little boy, all this little thick hair, and he had it pulled back in a little ponytail or whatever. But his daddy, let me tell y'all, your children will embarrass you. Don't try to get them in public and make them do something that you don't make them do at home. Embarrass you. Might as well go on and put your head in a bucket of hot water. I mean, just will embarrass you. So the little boy was up. He was punching his dad in the leg while the man was trying to talk through this little hole and give the lady his order. Yeah, I want some collard greens, some barbecue ribs, some macaroni and cheese, and some dressing. So the lady could, huh? What you say? So he was just steadily trying to tell the woman his order, and his son just punching him in the leg, punching him in the leg. Finally, he told, I'm just going to call him TJ. TJ, go sit down. TJ looked at him like he was short. Did you hear me? I told you to go sit down. TJ just stood there. And I mean, then he did his face like this, mean mug his daddy. Then his daddy gonna grab him by his chunky arm and try to sit him down. Old boy was stiff. He went stiff leg on his daddy. Now it was another guy standing behind him, grown man standing behind him. Here I am, and then my friend Miko. The little boy, after finally the little boy took a couple steps back, but he did not sit down in the chair. The daddy went ahead and started placing the rest of his orders. And the little boy, he didn't look at the grown man standing behind his daddy. He gonna look at me. Yeah, looked at me. I looked at him back. You know what I'm saying? Don't, I guess he knew. I'm so glad that woman's not in the can to me, because I wanted to snatch him. I wanted to snatch him. Do you hear me? I just wanted to put him down in that chair. And when your daddy tell you to sit down, you sat down somewhere. I mean, you sit down. You better not get up till we get ready to walk out of this place. I'm serious. Just 'cause he all thick and chunky and stuff, like he can just mean mug somebody. I looked at him back, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm thick and chunky myself. I looked back at him, he turned his head and he sat down. I guess his daddy was wanting, woman, I hope you didn't roll your eyes at my child, but I did. He bad. Something about bad children. I wanted to tell the daddy, well, I don't suppose he was going to do anything that you said to do because you know who's in control at the house. Your children will let other people know around you who's in control when you try to discipline them in public, and you know you don't usually do that. And so the little boy started messing and beating up on his older brother. Well, the older brother cold cocked him. I mean, didn't knock him out, but he hit him in his face, on his jaw. He hit him. I saw him. So the little boy, little Chunky, gonna tell his mama, who was standing up there ignoring the whole fiasco, "Mommy, he hit me." She turned around and looked at the older son and told him, I'm gonna call the older son DJ. DJ, leave him alone. Come here, TJ. Petting him up. Why are you petting up little Chunky? Don't be petting little Chunky. Little Chunky needs the chunks beat out his butt. That's what he needs. And I'm like, why, Lord? Why is this boy acting like this? And I wanted to tell him, excuse me, ma'am, but your son hit his brother. His brother should have cold cocked him. You don't just be hitting on people. I mean, foot, man. And so I said foot. So the lady, she turned around and she commenced to doing whatever she was doing. She was so detached from the situation, it wasn't even funny. But I mean, to go out in public and see children show their butts is a travesty. And I guess it's such a travesty for me because I wasn't raised up like that. Whatever we acted up, that's what we got beat up. I'm telling you, we got the whoop a tay put down on us. I don't care if you in the meat aisle. I don't care if we over by the eggs or the yogurt or the cheese. I'm gonna beat you. My mama didn't play. She didn't do all of that. Hey, remind me to whoop you when I get home. It wasn't no reminding. I'm not gonna ever remind you. You don't leave it up to me to remind you. Remember one time mama told me to go pick out a switch for her to whoop me. I'm like, she must have a kickstand in the back of her head because I am not getting ready to go find no switch. So I came back with a switch maybe this big. I'm not going to get no big switch for you to whoop the skin off my meat and change my name to Toby. You must be out your mind. Good God. Then one time I tried to run from my mama. I thought my mama couldn't run. That woman caught me, and can I tell you, she beat my fifth rib up into my second rib. I said, oh, my rib, you broke my rib. She said, well, I got about a few more to break too. I'm going to break your whole back. You don't ever run from me. My mama grabbed me. I know how those little gazelles feel when they out there in the middle of the Serengeti and the cougar, not a cougar wouldn't be in the forest, no, like a jaguar or a lion, a tiger, whatever it is that would get at a gazelle over there in Africa. I know how that gazelle felt because when my mama put her hand on me, it was like the hands of God, however that'll feel, just grab you and just snatch you. You know what I'm saying? My goodness. I mean, she put the brakes on me. She beat the brakes off me. She changed my oil, balanced my tires and everything. She beat me good. Last time I ran from her, for real. I just wanted to share that. Y'all, discipline your children at home. That way when you get out in a restaurant and you just look at them, they'll submit. I'm gonna need you to submit. You know what I'm saying? First of all, don't even try me. You just knock their teeth out one time. Knock them out, and I mean knock them out so they don't grow back, and you won't have an issue. The rest of their life, they be trying to explain to people why they got this revolving door right here on the side. Yeah, that's what you need to do. I don't condone beating or abusing your children, but y'all need to be trying to discipline. That's just my opinion.